Hi there. Welcome to the debut of our YouTube channel, Retired Ramblers. A rambler is defined, and I'm going to read this, a person who walks for pleasure, especially in the countryside. That pretty much sums up our history together, a lot of it. Certainly the last 12 to 13 months or so. We've spent a lot of time outside and thought we would share this with you. You know,
So about 20 years ago, we actually started rambling and exploring national parks together, doing a lot of hiking. And during one of those national parks, which was Smoky National Park, we met our first thru hiker and walked away thinking that would be fun, let's do it. So we started actually just backpacking, and we would backpack 5 to 10 days in all the national parks we would visit. And we did that for about 30 years. It was probably the last 6-7 years that we started doing section hikes on trails like the Ozark Highlands Trail, the Ozark Trail, the Ice Age Trail. And then in 2020, I thru hiked the Colorado Trail. And this last year, then, after we both retired, we hiked the Ouachita Trail, the River to River Trail, Superior Trail, and which one? The Long Trail.
Long Trail in Vermont.
Yeah. So this is the year we wanted to do a longer hike. Those other hikes were, trips were what, 2 to 6 weeks? And we were really hoping for something bigger. And there was a whole lot to choose from, but what we ultimately decided on is the Appalachian Trail, since that's what at first piqued our interest back in our 20s. So with that said, we thought we'd share a few little facts about the Appalachian Trail to get you guys interested in following us.
Let's see, it opened in 1937. It was not thru hiked until 1948, and I think one of the things you found was the first thru hiker was a war veteran that wanted to walk the war off. So that, as veterans, that kind of holds a meaning to us as well. So it's approximately 2,200 miles long. I'm guessing we'll probably end up being, with all our side trips, 2,700, who knows. We go through 14 states. It goes from Georgia to Maine, roughly speaking, up along the East Coast. Takes 5 to 7 months to complete it. We're hoping to hit that 5.5, 6 month period, hit right on average.
The big thing is we don't want to be in a hurry. We want to enjoy it. We get a tendency to start focusing on miles, which a lot of thru hikers do. But we really want to take the time to see the sights along the way too.
Boy, let's see, it's the longest, oldest, strictly footpath. Most of the long trails in the United States, the Pacific Coast Trail, Continental Divide Trail, those are the next two. Those are 2 of the 3 of the Triple Crown. They have multi-use sections. The Appalachian is for foot travel only, its entire length.
And with all that walking, we are planning to use between 3 to 5 pairs of shoes to finish that. This trail is very riddled in history, both on the trail and in the towns along the way. There's a lot of trail culture that we'll be experiencing and hopefully sharing with you. Things such as the half-gallon challenge. What else?
4-state challenge, where you, in a 24-hour period, you basically hike in 4 different states. I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 42 miles in 24 hours. So that's a big one that we're going to try.
Yeah. And it also has its own language to identify states. Some of the things you'll hear are the Virginia Blues, Roxvania, Vermud for the state of Vermont. Kind of characteristics of some of the feelings or the things that people experiences in those states. The tallest peak is in the Smoky Mountains, which are over 600 feet tall.
6,000.
Or 6,000 feet tall.
6,000.
And the lowest is in New York at 164 feet. The constant ascents and descents results in a total elevation gain that equals 16 climbs of Mount Everest. So that's part of what makes this trail so difficult is the straight up and the straight down constantly all day long. Like when we did the long trail, which is in Vermont last summer, what was it, like anywhere from 4,000 to 14,000 footers a day. It was constant up and down.
It's estimated that 3,000 to 4,000 people attempt the Appalachian Trail annually. I think with recent social events, with all the COVID and shutdowns, I think that number's probably up. But only about 25% of those that start actually finish the trail as a through hike. There's quite a few people that successfully complete the trail in sections, and that's admirable as well. You're still walking 2,200 miles.
But ultimately, we hope to be one of the 25% that complete it this year.
You know, Carrie said we're not in a hurry. We don't have a timeline. We don't have an end date. We met people last year that were hiking the Appalachian, and they were towards the end of their journey, and they were pressed for time. And we don't want to do that. We want to enjoy it, enjoy the views, enjoy the culture, enjoy the towns,
the people.
And it'll be a good experience. And really, in closing, I wanted to share with not just me. We wanted to share that the purpose of this channel is to share our experiences, to encourage, maybe inspire even one or two people to get out and pursue your passions, whether it's hiking, fishing, golf, start a business, whatever it is. Don't be afraid, because we're fortunate we were able to retire early in life compared to most. And life's too short. We all see it every day. You see it every day. Life is short, so get out and enjoy yourself. Don't consider the things that you may have to do differently or give up as sacrifices. Look at them as opportunities, because life is short, folks, and we want to share this with you. We want to have a good time. I will do a little disclaimer right now. We've already, in this video, made a few mistakes. You're going to see that. We're not going to edit, and we're not going to send it off to some professional editing company. This is going to be organic content, with, as long as they're appropriate. We won't edit things out. It is what it is. You know, we're out here, we're having fun, and this isn't a movie or a presentation. It's just a reflection of what we've been able to enjoy. Mm-hmm. And so get out, follow your passions, enjoy life, because it is short.